how are you? I hope you're all still staying safe. Now, we've been learning about mini beasts, and lots of you have been doing some fantastic learning at home about mini beasts. And my last story I read to you was all about Superworm. So we've had Superworm, Miss Finnis read a great story about Norman the Slug last week, and today I'm going to read a story all about a snail. I think some of you might have this storybook at home. It's by a very famous author, the same author as my Superworm story the other day. So I wonder if you can remember her name. She wrote Room on the Broom and Gruffalo. She's called Julia Donaldson. That's right. And that means she's done the writing in the story, doesn't it, if she's the author, because we've got lots of awesome authors at Willsborough Infant School. Now, the illustrator is called Axel Scheffler. What does it mean that Axel Scheffler does for the story then? If she does the writing, I wonder what he does. That's right, he does the pictures in the story. Well done, guys. And the title of our story is called The Snail and the Whale. That's right. Did you notice how that rhymes? We've had lots of rhyming emails since our rhyming video the other day. So well done if you spotted that. Let's carry on with the story. It's quite a long story, and I don't know this story as well, so hopefully we'll enjoy it together. So, this is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big grey blue humpback whale. And this is the rock as black as soot. And this is a snail with an itchy foot. How many feet do snails have, I wonder? Perhaps you could find that out. The snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. So this is the dock. That's where all the ships get parked. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. These are the other snails in the flock, who all stuck tight to the smooth black rock and said to the tiny snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wriggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sighed and sniffed, then cried, "I've got it, I'll hitch a lift." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said, "Lift wanted around the world." Going on a trip. This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale, immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come with me." This is the sea, so wild and free, that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far-off lands, with fiery mountains and golden sands. These are the waves that arched and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. These are the caves beneath the waves, where stripy fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swam around the whale and the snail on his tail. I don't think they look like very friendly sharks, do they? I think I would be sticking tight to that whale's tail if I was that snail. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes sunny, blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of a whale. Oh dear, he does look a bit scared, doesn't he? And she gazed at the sky and the sea and the land. the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed at it all. And she said to the whale, I feel so small. But then came the day the whale lost his way. There are speedboats running a race, zigzagging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. Oh, this is the tide slipping away. And this is the whale lying beached in the bay. Quick, off the sand, back to the sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Oh, I've got it, she cried, and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. I wonder what he's up to. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board as black as soot, and this is the tail, the snail with an itchy foot. Oh, she looks like a cross teacher, doesn't she? A snail! A snail! The teacher turns pale. Look, say the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the whale. That's right, well done. These are the children running from school, fetching the firemen, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. Oh, look at the community. They've all come together to help, a bit like we're doing at the moment during this pandemic. We're all coming together to help each other, just like they've all come together to help this poor whale. This is the tide coming into the bay, and these are the villagers shouting hooray as the whale and the snail travel safely away. Back to the dock, to the flock on the rock, who said, oh, how time's flown, and oh, haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curling, silvery trail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snail after snail. And they sang to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the grey-blue humpbacked whale. And that's the end of our story. Did you enjoy it? They went to lots of different places, didn't they? I wonder if you've ever been to a different place that you could write about in your home learning, or on a website called ICT Games. There's a maths game called Save the Whale, where you can use your number bonds to help you rescue your own blue humpback whale. So I wonder if anybody could do some home learning on that and put that in their books. We'd love to see that in Let's Share as well. Well, thank you very much for listening to my story today. I hope you're all staying safe, and we're looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.